Telecom companies are investing in all kinds of technology, keeping them abreast with the latest market developments. What is important is that from telecom companies' perspective as well, what they have done is they have tried to take a lot of the product offerings which the OEMs were providing. They have changed the model to take it to more of an MSP model, where originally the products were being taken up as a capex. It's all moved as an OPEX now, with the big system integrators coming into the market, acting as the MSPs. That's what's changed the whole life cycle of the game. Telecom companies are very well aligning with this, because what they are doing is they have originally, if you find in most of the telecom operators, they were coming up with a very broad hierarchical structure organization. Today they have simplified it. What they have done is they have just two major areas. One is B2B and one is B2C, and rest falls under that. Whether it is mobility, whether it is anything, it falls under those kind of areas. So they simplified the model. Originally people were talking more from the CIO and CTO perspective. Today, some people don't realize, but CMO plays a very important role, specifically with the enterprise segment, because we need to interact and coordinate with the CMOs to make sure that we are targeting the whole piece of CMO, CIO, and CTOs, and then working with them to make sure the end customer from the enterprise segment is in the right model. Getting the regulations stringent, I would say it's not stringent, they're the right steps, because I think security comes number one. For especially some of the challenges which we have faced, very important that we have the right security levels. And that's where some of the major projects are being driven from Ministry of Home Affairs as well. And that's where the point earlier I made up was on the security audit. All the telecom companies and the IT companies need to comply to respective security audit guidelines. And those are the areas which should drive the right thought process. And that's where it's very important that we are also supporting them, supporting the operators to do that, rather than taking a different stand on that. And these regulations are always supportive. I mean, at the end of the day, if you look at, I'm personally very pleased and excited about the new telecom policy, because it opens doors for a lot of new different things. It liberalizes a lot of things. At the same time, we are not relaxing the security, but we are it's a very consumer-oriented policy, and it's also opening doors for the operators to act a bit liberally to reach out to the end customers. In the past, the most important thing for you and me to know whether we have a network coverage on our phone or not. From the OSS perspective, whether the phone is in the right coverage area or not, network is working or not. Very important. From BSS perspective, it was very important whether our bill is accurate or not, because there were different billing plans, there were different challenges, whether the bill is accurate or not, bill is timely being received or not, and so on. That's history. The whole shift has changed towards service quality. That is what is going to drive the next game change. And if you look into it today, what is important is if I have to come to meet up with you, if I'm working on my Google Maps, that should work on and that should drive me from A to B. Yeah. Otherwise, if it stops in between, that is affecting the customer experience. So I think those are the areas which are going to drive the next level of change.